Welcome back to Blastman XS Gaming for another Division 2 build video.
Oh, now what does he want?
Armor improvements.
That's right. We're looking at the new gear set, Year 6 Season 3 Refactor, where skill damage does armor repair. Keep an eye on the armor bar of the group members in the bottom right corner. And watch how that goes up. We do not have a healer in the group. And notice those damage numbers from the skills. So right there, Arthas is 75%. Someone got hit a little bit. And now their armor is back. Ghosts. Recovered pretty quick. Arthas armor broke. He didn't go down yet. Ghost armor broke. Their armor is coming back. We're going to get into the build breakdown in just a moment. Let's watch the rest of this gameplay. Alright, so the specialization for this build is Technician. One reason is we're looking for the +1 skill tier. The 12% damage to drones, skill proxies, and robotics. And armor kits that you use apply to friendly skill proxies, so you can keep your skills up by just using your own armor kit. Then the other key perk that we're using here is the +10% skill damage. Alright, here's the build breakdown. As I said, Technician for specialization. Main weapon is Test Subject. During testing of this build, I used the capacitor. Tried to see if that was better than Test Subject, but I ended up landing with Test Subject because you don't have to build stacks. It's on hit. So the talent is perfectly in sync. Hitting an enemy grants 20% skill damage 5 seconds. Using a non-shield skill or damaging an enemy with a skill grants 20% weapon damage, and damage increase is doubled when both buffs are active. So that means plus 40% skill damage, plus 40% weapon damage, and there's no stacking involved. Secondary is the Scorpio. That's the just-in-case weapon or debuffing chuggas, bosses. Sidearm is the card custom, and I put Sledgehammer on it so we can do extra damage against chuggas and bosses. The gear set we're using is Refactor, 2 pieces plus 15% status effects, 3 pieces plus 25% skill damage, and the talent Return to Sender. Receive repairs of 10% of the damage dealt by your skills. Your allies receive 20% of the damage dealt by your skills. But if you're using the chest piece like I am in this build, you get a bonus talent, which increases the repairs received by Return to Sender from 10% to 25% for you and 20 to 35 for your teammates. So your teammates are getting 35% of the damage that your skills do as armor repair. For the backpack, with the force multiplier, one piece gives you 10% skill haste, skill tier. The attributes are skill haste, skill damage, and a skill haste mod. The talent, perfectly bind arms. Shooting an enemy increases skill damage by 30%. So that's another plus 30% on top of the potential plus 40%. So we're at plus 70% skill damage. And then another 10% from the specialization. So we're at plus 80% skill damage. And the holster, the exotic waveform holster, skill tier, skill damage, skill haste, talent, alternating current, generates a stack of 3% skill damage on one of your skills for 10 seconds, capping at 10 stacks. So that's 30% skill damage. After 10 seconds of the cap, it transfers to the other skill, and the process repeats. So what did we say we were at? Plus 80% skill damage, plus this 30 is plus 110% skill damage when all the buffs are active. Excuse me. The two skills we're using, Striker Drone, which has a base damage of 83k, and Assault Turret, base damage 138k. Now you'll notice in this build, I do have expertise on the skills and the gear. Your damage might vary depending on the expertise on your skills and gear. Just keep that in mind if you're not seeing the same numbers that you're seeing in my gameplay here. The modifiers that I'm using for Year 6 Season 3 to go along with this are Momentum Surge, kills us with skills, double momentum gain. And we're going to use the Aggressive Drone, increases Striker Drone's damage by 50%, but reduces the duration by 40%. And we're going to use the Rigged Battery. Players' drones that are destroyed or dismantled apply shock to 2 nearby enemies, receive plus 5% momentum bonus for every affected hostile. That's the build breakdown. Solid. Oh, my drone got jammed for a second. Okay. Yeah, aggressive but safe at the same time. Shit. There we go. Alright, here we're running 2-man District Union Arena. Legendary. Ghost is running a DPS build. I'm running Refactor. Keep an eye on his armor bar in the bottom right of the screen as it goes up and down like an EQ. My drone would stop coming back to me. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Sledge and a door pop. Girl sledge. Don't get him, drone. Good clear. Thanks for watching, much appreciated. If you liked the video, please click like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and comment down below